everybody. We've had a plethora of talented East Texas authors on the show today. Carlos Wallace, a Jacksonville native, recently penned a new book. Life is Not Complicated, You Are. An interesting title. He's here to tell us about the new read. Nice to have you here, by the way.
Thanks for having me.
A Jacksonville native. I'm looking at the book, and first of all, where'd you get the title? It's Life's Not Complicated, You Are.
Well, I've told myself that relatively my whole life.
Yeah.
We tend to make things a whole lot harder than they have to be, you know. And then when you take a step back, take a look at it, you go, you know what? I kind of went the wrong way on that. You know, maybe if I tried something different, it'd have been a little simpler.
You know, you also talk about heartache in your book, and life is full of disappointments, and unfortunately tragedy can befall many of us, if not all of us. But there are ways to get over that, and you learned a lot about coping with all these things and coping with tragedy from your parents.
Absolutely.
Your mom.
Yeah, it's just, you know, I speak candidly about my parents' death and freedom. And once you grow to understand why, you know, you tend to have a better understanding, and you can move forward with, you know, with peace. And it kind of details it. And I promise, you know, anyone that has had a loss, if you read that, man, you just have a better understanding. You know, it makes you feel a lot better.
I'm looking at your resume. You kind of been around, as we say, as a railroad engineer. Where'd you go from there? First of all, you got there. Then where'd you go from there?
Well, I'm an engineer for Union Pacific,
yeah.
And I also started my own promotions company in Houston, and I manage comedians in New York as well as LA, and we do a lot of charitable events, and it's just been quite a ride, man. I really enjoy it.
Why so? I'm sitting back here saying, why are you doing so much? Why don't you rest? Just do one thing. You're everywhere. Do you get energy out of that?
I do, and that's a part of moving on.
Yeah.
You know, dealing with the pain is keep your mind occupied on positive things.
Right.
You know, don't allow
on the past.
That's right, and don't allow the sadness to just settle in your mind.
What's next for you? I mean, I'm sure you've got something on the plate.
God is the guide. I just follow, you know, I just follow. There's a lot of offers, a couple of things, but I just kind of follow my heart and, you know, see what's next.
We at least know what's tomorrow anyway. You're going to be speaking in Jacksonville. Tell us a little bit about that.
I'll be at Jacksonville Public Library tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and I'm really excited about that. See a lot of my people that I talked to them on Facebook,
sure.
And a lot of them called me, but I hadn't seen them a lot in years, man. It's
be a lot of neck hugging, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it'll be one big family reunion.
And where can I get a copy of this book, by the way?
CarlosWallace.com. I want to say that first, but Barnes & Noble, BarnesandNoble.com, anywhere they sell books.
What's the main thing in this read you'd like for people to take out of it, Carlos?
That everything is a growing process in life. You know, people fall in love with the end result, but when you see the entire struggle, the whole journey, maybe you kind of look at it a little different.
Again, words of wisdom from a very young man. But again, I'm assuming I see the book here. Is there another book down the road?
I have a contract to do 3, so I have in my mind 2 more.
Good.
But we'll see.
Getting them from here to here, though, it takes a little while.
That's the tough part. That's right. Yes,
but the next book out, please come by and visit again.
I definitely will. I promise.
All right, Carlos, thanks for stopping by. And we'll be